In this video, we'll take a look at what the splash page in Thrive Quiz Builder is all about. So to get started, we'll go back into our Thrive Quiz Builder dashboard. In WP Admin, we go to Thrive Dashboard and Quiz Builder Dashboard. And here we have our demo quiz, which I'll enter by clicking on Edit Quiz. And here in the quiz structure, you can see we have the very basic structure right now, questions and result page. We can add a splash page. The splash page will appear at the beginning. So it is what you see before you start the quiz. And it is in effect an invitation. It's kind of like an advertisement for your quiz and an invitation for the visitor to start the quiz. When you click on Manage, you will see a familiar screen, because right here, we don't just create a splash page, we can actually create multiple versions of it and test them against each other. Let's get started by clicking on this edit icon to create our control splash page. Every quiz template you choose will come with a default simple layout, just like this one here. So in our case, for our example quiz, it could be something like, how well do you know Star Wars? And then here we can have some text, find out if you're a real Star Wars geek. And then it says start the quiz. So it's pretty simple. We can also, with this editor, add whatever we want here. So maybe I want to add an image and I'll upload one here, something like this. But the point is I want to get people to start the quiz. Now this button here, when people click this button, when visitors click this button, it will take them to the first question. You can also apply this to a text link or your own button. I'll show it on the image. We can go to the event manager on the image and I'll add an on-click event, which is next step in quiz. That means if I save this, now when people click on this image, it will also start the quiz. So I'll save this and then close this tab. We now have a working splash page for this quiz, and here's what it looks like. When I reload this page here, it loads the quiz, and this is what we see first. And the quiz will start when I click either the image or the button, then it will load the first question, and then it goes through the quiz as before. So the purpose of the splash page is that it gives you an opportunity to entice people to start the quiz, and it gives you an opportunity to tell people what your quiz is about. So sometimes you might not want to show the first question right away. You kind of want to establish, okay, here's in our case, a quiz for Star Wars geeks, and get them to click that button. And this is where the A/B testing comes in, because obviously the more people engage with your quiz, the more people actually stop and go through that quiz and engage with your website like this, the better it is for you. And because of that, we don't want to just leave this up to chance. So what we've done so far is we've just created one version of this splash page. We can do more. So we can either click this button here to add a new variation, or clone the existing variation. And so then we have version 1, let's say no image, right? Maybe it works better without the image. Change this name simply so I know what the test is about, and then I'll edit the design of this copy. And so here I could remove the image, but of course you can test anything here, right? You can test a different title, different description text, maybe different button colors or different button text. Could be something that makes a difference, right? What you write on this button might make a difference in how many people it entices to click. When you've made your changes that you want to test, you simply save and close the tab. Now, when we have at least 2 different splash pages, we can start an A/B test, and we give it a title, so testing image versus no image. You can also add some notes if you want, and you can set automatic winner settings, which means that it will basically analyze the results and automatically show the winning variation if a winner is found. So I'll do that, start the test. And here you will be able to come back to this screen and see how the 2 versions are performing. Now what this means is that from all the visitors who come to this quiz page, to wherever you've got this embedded, 50% will see your control splash page and 50% will see the test variation. And we will measure from the people who see the splash page, how many of them click through to the first question, because that's the conversion goal, right? A better splash page is the one that gets people to click through to the first question. And the way I've set it up now with the automatic winner settings means that automatically after a while, whichever version leads more people to engage with my quiz will be shown, will be declared the winner and shown to everyone. So this is how the splash page works, a simple splash page and an A/B tested splash page.